All right, coaches, I'm gonna do a quick video real quick. I told a couple friends that I was really working on something as far as filtering even more of the noise from your motor. If you use a rotary motor like I use, or multiple rotary motors, I found that I can use just one rotary motor. I can even run my 5-foot board off one motor. But what I've been experimenting with is kind of piggybacking off the Tudor metal speed turf boards, where they use the two-sided tape to attach the battery operated motor. And I noticed how smooth it runs. And I tried to duplicate that a little bit. So what I did was what I usually have is a magnet. I have a 2-inch round magnet that's epoxy glued to my motor. And I use usually I use lead tape from my counterweight, make it like a flag. But I do have other ones that I've gotten from other people, and I think it'll work with any of them. But what I did was I took some foam, just some regular a foam sheet. I cut it into a square. What I found is when you put this motor in the magnet on the foam and put it on the board, it's on there. It's on there. And what that foam is going to do is filter out noise and vibration. So it's going to make it run a little smoother. Like we would do things to our old metal boards, our old 620s and 660s. I would usually like stuff something under the motor. I figured that as long as wherever your motor is not directly in contact with the board, that's when it allows you to have better vibration without the noise. So with this foam on it, you can see it grabs it pretty good, right? Only thing about it, when this starts spinning, especially when you turn it up, that the motor will start sliding off this foam. Okay, as long as it stands still like that, it's good, but it'll start sliding once that thing starts spinning, especially if you turn it up. So what I did was I epoxy glued it to this foam. So I'm showing you on my other board. This one's still drying. So what I'm gonna do is I got the two-sided tape already on there. I would peel that off and just stick in that two-sided tape with this motor and the foam on the board. That two-sided tape should hold it, and it's not gonna move off the foam because it's epoxy glued to it. Now, that way, once I peel this off and that two-sided tape stays on there, this should be able to slide off. The foam should slide off the tape so you can switch fields. Now I'm gonna go in here in the living room. I have one already put on, and I'll show you how it runs. Okay, now this one, like I said, you won't be able to see it. I'll try to get under there. Oops, wrong side. This isn't even one of my better boards, but if you can see under there, probably can't. Yeah, there it is. There's the motor, and it's on that foam just like the other one. Okay, it's just like the other one. And this is insulated like most of mine are. They're insulated with along the edge. I got felt running along the edge. This one doesn't have it as much like the other one, but it's still going to sound pretty good. So I'll give you an example here. I'm going to do a running play. Okay. Let me give it to him. Hear that? That's smooth, and it's fast. And this is, like I said, this isn't even one of my better frames that's insulated. And I'll let it go a little more. You can hear it. You know, and they're still going down the field. Vibration's pretty good. They're going good here. Going good in the middle. Nobody's falling over. So, I mean, I'm still actually in the beginning stages of working with that. That was my first try with the epoxy glue on the foam. Hold on for a second. We're going to go back in the room. Like I was saying, most people know that I've talked to know that I have, if I can lift this up. See, I have the felt. I have like window insulation that runs along the inner frame. So that helps muffle the sound out too. That other one that I just ran that play on doesn't have that. And you can still see how smooth it ran. So I'm really excited to see how this one will run. Here, I'll show you again at this end. You can see that. I'm excited to see how this one's going to run when I put this motor on here tomorrow morning. Actually, I probably can do it tonight. But hopefully it runs pretty good. I'm actually confident it'll run good. If that one in there ran good, this one already runs better than that one without the foam on the motor. See, this is already dry. So all I have to do is peel that two-sided tape off, put it in my spot where I usually put it at about the 20. And for some reason I found if you face the counterweight against the braille, it'll kind of, I don't know if it bounces off and the vibration is on the rails, but it seems to vibrate better. I was going to show you here, I got a couple guys. They're just turning in circles. So he's turning down there. He's turning down here. Still sounding pretty good. Got a little high. Put a figure on there. It's pretty quiet. End to end. I want to work on it a little more, but I put that foam on there, and that seems to help a lot with the noise. I can turn it up and it still doesn't sound loud. It's up pretty high right now. You see those guys are still turning. They're not flipping over, but they're turning about the same speed, both ends. Like I said, I'm still working on it, but yeah, if you ever want to try it, you get that foam, you get those foam sheets at Walmart. Like I said, just put some two-sided tape, the two-sided I forgot what you call it, but it's not the Scotch tape. It's that stuff is a little thicker, it's more industrial. You get that, put that two-sided tape on there. You can still peel this off. I was able to peel this motor off and move it, so it's not permanent. But all you need is something to stick a little bit, so that motor, the weight of the motor doesn't pull it off the board. So you don't need to have it glued onto the board, because then you can change the sheet metal out. So hopefully that helps somebody out if that's having trouble with the speed of their board and the sound.